Oh my God, I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, today I want to share something with you guys because most people, they don't understand that even when you don't have money, the only thing that you'll be praying for is to have information. You know what information does? Information does a whole lot in traveling because information is what that will give you access to things that you could have used money to get, but you don't have money. So the worst thing that can happen to anybody is not knowing how to access information. Except you are a very, very wealthy person, then that's fine. You can use your money to get whatever you want. So now, information they say is key. Okay. If at all that you have children or you want to have children, or right now as I'm doing this video, you are pregnant. You get what I mean? There's no any reason. If you have been following this channel and be budgeting for money, there's no any reason for you to give birth to your children in Nigeria. As it as as it is at the moment, you don't have to give birth to your children in Nigeria. Because now you will say, what of visa? There's no visa to what I'll be discussing. And again, there is no any fees because the healthcare system is almost free. Then number three is this that child becomes automatic, that's right to the soil. You know, when you give birth to children in America, America is now saying that you can't give birth to children when you have visiting visa. That's what normally our celebrities or people that are rich normally go with. They go with visiting visa and they give birth in America. So America is not talking about that one. But let us see something in Barbados and St. Kitts and Nevis, and we might even look at Babaguda or something like that. We might look at it because these are islands that their passport is so strong that that is breaking. Oh my God, what was my phone that is breaking? Sorry, guys. Okay, that's none. So if you you are a man or a woman and you want welfare of your children, because as at the way things are at the moment, your own time, I wouldn't say that you're not lucky. You are lucky. Even me, I'm lucky. Everybody is lucky to be giving birth to where we were giving birth to. We can't even change that. That's why we came here. We started suffering. So you have seen the way the world is going. I don't want to tell you about the way your country is going because there are many permutations and all that. People are saying these people are trying to pass bills to invade your country, or any other thing might be the issue. But then you don't want your children to experience. One of the things that made me to go and start looking for PTDF is that I was in Zaria when they did that riot. I think it was 2006. When a child, the mother was a Christian in Zaria. Most of you, if you were in Zaria at that time, so that was when I was doing my training to start working in Oceanic Bank. So I was there, and the woman was, carrying her child in the back. I think she was arguing with a woman, a fellow woman. And the woman said that she said something blasphemous. They started pushing this woman. This woman ran and they got the child that is 5. The child was 5 years old and they buy this child. So when people were coming down, they said they have killed the child. my heart, because I'm an Easterner, you understand? The only thing that brought me to North was youth service, and I got a job. So I wasn't like exposed that someone can say something and they start pursuing the person and they buy the child that is 5 years. It can happen in the East, no matter how horrible. It can happen by a child because sort of like, are they not elders? But we were coming back, they were elders, older people were even rushing to go and buy the child. That's when my heart sank. I said, there's nothing on earth that will make me give birth to my own children. I don't know of my siblings, but for me, what I saw. So by that, I started doing something. So if you were like me, you saw something that you are scared of the future your children will face, or probably you're looking at this, you don't want to, like, you don't want to imagine it, because that's what happened to me. It gave me like my brain reformatted. I couldn't even imagine giving birth to children in that, like, in Nigeria. So it was when that was very, very traumatic for me, because I've never seen it happen. So even the one that happened in Kano was like an elderly woman that they buy there because of, or Deborah, or the case of Deborah in Sokoto. So now you are looking at these situations. You said, your children, how are you going to, or you felt the way I felt in 2006. This is the video for you. That's what they call just solely. I think I think I pronounce it very well. I think it's just sorry. My brain is not on that though. It's just sorry, which is right to the soil. If you give birth to a child somewhere, the child will automatically, have passports or become a citizen. So why don't we explore that? I know your time. You might be angry with your life. Like I always say, all of us that came out from Nigeria, we shouldn't be angry where our parents found themselves, that kind of thing. So, and they gave birth to us, and we are suffering for a long time, and we can't really do anything about it. But there's something that you can do for your children. That's the point of this video. So let us go and check what is just solid, because most people that are watching me, you might not understand it, but I need to open your eyes and see what is available for your children. Maybe your own time is gone, because that's what happened to me when I came here. I was already in my mid 20s, and there's not any way I can get any benefit for, to start. I have to go into the system. So anybody, it can happen to anybody. But then your unborn children, did they deserve where you are at the moment? You know, if they deserve it, then that's fine. But if they don't deserve it, if you're pregnant and you and your husband, because there's no any visa application, you don't need to go and queue for visa. And you and your husband, you have to go for holiday and give birth and carry the certificate and carry the citizenship and come back. When that child gets to 18, that child will decide where he wants to stay, because he will have alternative. He will have alternate, he or she will, have options in life, because you don't have the options, but just try to give it to your own child that option. You don't need a visa. So let's see the meaning of what is just solely, because sometimes when you are filling immigration form, you see it, you don't really know what it is. But let's see it. Guys, I'm so sorry. I will just, I want to show you something. The meaning. Let's check the meaning. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm getting Barbados Immigration Department citizenship. So I need to. Okay, I've gotten it. Where am I? I've gotten it. Let's see what it is, because we need to understand that we have options. Okay, now I need you to understand that okay, I wanted to define that just solely, but I think sorry guys, let's define it because most people might be very get what we are trying to say. Just sorry, definition. Because it's always in immigration forms. You see it, you don't like to know what it is. Okay. We use Britannica. I think Britannica is more okay. Let's define it first. Okay, now justly in legal theory, the rule or law that provides that citizenship is acquired by birth within the territory of the state, regardless of parental citizenship. I think you are saying it. Regardless of parental citizenship. That's not, your own case. We don't really care about you as an adult. We care about the child that was born in that soil. If a child is probably your wife is 6 months pregnant, you don't really need a visa to go to Barbados to give birth to that child and secure the citizenship, because the citizenship comes after 2 days. You take the child to registry, you register it, then you wait for the when they will post the citizenship. So why would you give birth to a child in Nigeria when you have Barbados that is even better than most of the European, like Bulgaria, Latvia? Is the passport is stronger or in the same wavelength with those passports? So why would you stay and give birth to that child? So it doesn't matter. That's I want to define it so that you don't get it. You don't start go and say, "Oh, I'm not a citizenship. How can my child?" No, it doesn't. You as an adult, that's nothing. So far that child was born in that soil. In France, UK is another country that is not doing just solely. UK don't do, and America now they still do, but then you shouldn't come with a visiting visa. But in the case of places like Barbados, Bahamas, and all those European Union country, any country that is under European Union, it can be delayed. For instance, if you give birth to a child in UK and you don't have, you have to wait for that child to be 10 years. But no, you might not want to wait because obviously your life will stay on hold for 10 years. But then there's a place, regardless of your own citizenship, your child is automatically a citizen by just solely. I think this is a French word. You understand? That's whenever you see all these things in your immigration papers, that's what it is telling you, that your child can, there's not any restriction. Then let's go to Barbados citizenship websites, because now I don't want to be telling you what is in my own head. You need to be reading from the people that define their own laws by the way it suits them. You understand? Nobody defines laws for anybody. You get? Guys, if you're still watching me, guys, can you just give us a thumbs up and can you share this video in your social media platforms? Somebody is now still asking me whether Ghana is visa free. Ghana is, the passport is stronger than us, than our own. Okay. So we have to go to and see the law by the immigration. Um Okay, then. It's just that you have to pay money for this. I think, are you guys seeing it? Let me increase this thing because I have eye issues, guys. Sorry. I've got eye issues. I want to increase this thing. I can't really see. Okay. Yes, I can see it now. Can see it now. It's okay. Let's read this. Birth certificates. Obviously, the child was born. If a married woman, we are not gonna get to this one. A certificate must be produced, or that we're not gonna get three passport size for the application fee and 300 Barbados dollars. I think it's less than 100 and uh, 20 or 30 United States of American dollar. Okay. Letters from the school attended in Barbados. If you don't have school, it doesn't matter. Passport biometrics page. If approved, there's a final fee. Remember this final fee, 1,500, almost maybe 900 United States of American visa. Okay, if in the event of any discrepancy in any of the names appearing on the document, you shouldn't have that because you have your passport. Okay, now documents required, you see, there's no any way that they told that it should be okay. Let's see. There are other things that you need to go. I will give you this link if you're pregnant or maybe you've got children that you need to go and read. Remember, most state school in Barbados, their kids can go to school free. And if you're Chinese, they are qualified again to get. Okay, what I mean is like he didn't give birth to that child there, but the child stayed like 5 years to 10 years. The child is qualified. So far, the child is under 18, is qualified to have citizenship. That's another thing that you need to explore. Even if you have finished giving birth to your children, but there are still ones that are under 18, you can take them to Barbados and even while away the time and get their citizenship and come back if you really like Nigeria. So these are the thing. That's another thing I want us to explore. Okay, I want us to explore St. Kitts and Nevis because let's see whether they are doing just solely. Because you don't need a visa to go and give birth there. You don't need a visa. Just solely in St. Kitts and Nevis. Let's see what comes out because they do as well. Okay. Now, birthright citizenship. Um, let's check this one out. You see what I'm saying? Okay, I don't know how we're gonna read this because of my eyes. Oh my god. Okay, let me see whether I can increase it. So let me check another way, please, guys. Let me check another way. It's not light. There's no light there. It's affecting me even as I'm looking at it. Guys, just hang on. I'll get a clearer version. I think the St. Kitts and Nevis immigration site can still the same thing. I'm trying to get the thing that is clear. I can't. Just give me a second, guys. I'm trying to get where it is clearer. St. Kitts and immigration website, this thing is not okay. I've gone to another. Yeah, I'm still there. Okay, let's check their immigration websites. Let's see who and who um who and who are qualified to have citizen minors. Okay, this is their government. Okay, and this act, I think, it came live on 1984. Most of you have not been born then, so this is their form, the way it is. Okay, now I want to. It's not even opening. I want to check. Okay, yeah, I've seen the index. I think this one is more clear. I can see because their official website is not written properly. Mm. Okay, now we have citizenship by birth, yes. Citizenship by descent only, yes. Dual citizenship recognized, yes. Residence requirement for naturalization, 14 years. Okay. The definition, the entry provides information related to the acquisition, blah, 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 blah. But that's not what we are. We just want to certify that these children can, if they are bonded, they can, regardless of who their parents are. Okay, let me let me just tell you something. If the passports, sometimes they might say like places like UK. Let me use UK as an example. Unlike Canada, you know, Canada is doing this just solely because any child you give birth, ask your friends. If they give birth in Canada, that child is automatic a citizen, but in UK is different. You are going to go through process. Probably if the parents, like when I give birth to my son, after like 8 months, we needed to my second child, yeah, we needed to travel. Then they told me he can get a passport. I don't know. I was like, passports. He couldn't even stay calm to take passport, the small, small passport photograph. They told me anyhow, I should I went to post office. They told me I should take him to the people that take pictures. That day we spent money on because the child is so tender. He can't stay and get. We got the passport photographs, and got the form from the post office, and I sent it. I was so shocked. Within 6 months, this child has British passport. I was so shocked. But then, because the parents is here, then me, if I don't have any paper, unlike St. Kitts and Barbados, I don't have any paper, but I just shall carry my belly. go there and give birth to that child there. Nobody, it's against the law to tell me that that child cannot get, because the Human Rights Act 1984 stopped it. Because but what most countries are so like UK, they will say that they will not give it to you, but the child has to stay here 10 years. You see what I mean? So some countries can be funny. The child will have free everything, like free medical care, what you will get in Barbados, free medical. The child will have free medical care, free everything, free school, tuition, depending whether the parents can afford school feeding. The child might get all these things. But what the child will not get is that instant passport that it will be provided to you in places like Canada, Barbados, and St. Kitts and Nevis. Because the UK system is that the child will stay here, because if the mother don't have paper, but the mother gave birth to him or her here, then the mother should be ready to stay 10 years with the child. Yeah, before the child can get any. If you want, let me run it and see what we can get. Because maybe I'm explaining it, you don't understand why I'm so happy that Barbados is doing just silly. United Kingdom citizenship for a child, the parents has no legal rights to stay in UK. United Kingdom. So is this one we do here is not automatic. The eligibility is so different in here. You see, it's so different in here. That's this kind the child is the child cannot have rights automatic, but the child will have right for every other thing. But the child will not have rights. So you know what it means that you give birth in the hospital, after a few weeks, you go and get passport for that child. You guys don't understand the relief than people in UK without right to anything. And after so many years is when the child will get passport. I think it's a trap. The child cannot live, the child cannot do otherwise. The child has to or follow the system. Now, you may be eligible for indefinite leave to remain. Your child be living in the UK and either be settled. No, that's not what I was looking for. This one is for people that are entitled to what are they calling it? Citizens advisory is better for this. Let's read. Um, okay, let's read this section. I think time you've spent in UK. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for if the parents don't have paper. I know of that one. Okay, now, if you may be eligible for indefinite leave to remain, I think it's still showing me be settled in UK, blah, 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 be eligible. The eligibility criteria are different, depending if you are on 5-year route or 10-year route. That's not what I think they have updated this thing. It's not straightforward anymore. Time you've spent in UK. No, this one is not, it's not even talking about. I'm talking of the child. a child born in the UK, either of whose parents were at that time of the child was automatically born a British citizen. Oh no, that's not what can my child get if parents are not British. No, accept them. What happens if an illegal immigrant has a child? Yes, that's what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Guys, hold on. This is what I'm looking for. I just want to show you guys the difference, what we see here in UK. So if you think Barbados have not done good thing for you, they have done everything they can do for you, to secure you and your child future. For staying, if your child is here illegally, you should apply for them to live in the country legally before they are over 18 years. That's, I think, let's um let's see this one and read it through. It's not what I want to read this thing, but it's taking me time. UK doesn't do the just UK doesn't do it. So the only country that does it straight away is Canada that I know of. United States of America was doing it. But you can't really tell. Okay, now a child born in the UK. What happens if an illegal immigrant child has a child in the UK? You listen here. A child born in the UK to an illegal immigrant is not automatically a British citizen. Automatically is not. You get it? So the child is considered a foreign national. Are you hearing it? Oh God. Like the child is a foreign national and must apply for legal status. Imagine a child to apply for. That's why I said that UK sometimes they drink cocoa. You understand? So now the child on its own. I know that after 10 years, the child will get paper. If you read down, if you go, I will give you this thing. If you go and read it down, you will understand the child needs to sleep. So that is a trap. So the best thing Barbados have done for you guys, Bahamas, St. Kitts and Nevis, Mexico, is that carry your pregnancy reach there first and you secure the future of that child. Maybe you come back and start hustling, but that child is holding another passport. You get, so it's better than, and that child, wait, it doesn't even stop there. Let me tell you why it doesn't stop there. Let me tell you why. You know why? Because when that child get to 18, that child can go to anywhere of their wish. You know the school fees that you're coming here to come and pay. The child will not have any business with it. You see this suffer you're suffering at the age of 40, for late 40s to come and study here so that you can even get settlement. You have technically lifted that child from one dungeon to heaven because you have done something that can secure their future forever. The child will not have to worry whether he needs to go to university in Nigeria. The child can even go back to Barbados and get finance to do his schooling or her schooling. So if you try in your pregnancy at the moment or even start planning going to Barbados to give birth to your children and get the citizenship and come back, maybe after 1 month you come back, then you begin it. Although it can be stressful because now the transports, for instance, you don't need to pay anything on visa, but the transport, like the fare, the ticket fare, is so much. I've been purchasing around 4 million to and from, but I think children under infants, as you're coming back with the child, you're not allowed to pay for the child because the child is still a baby. So you're not paying till that child gets to 2 years. It's 2 years that will start paying airline. Like me and the kids, if we are traveling, it's 2 years when a child. So that's why anytime I give birth, I normally come to Nigeria. Before that, they start adding that child become 2 years to show my people. Then when the child, then I can take my time anytime I want. So it can be so stress, but it's better you do the stress for that child now than the child does it when they grow. So this is what I'm trying to tell you today. Just sorry, when you are trying to travel like this and you are young, you've not given birth, you've not asked yourself, if you born down 5 years here, you wasted 5 years here. What do you achieve? If you cannot bring a child and give the child a citizenship, there's no point. That's what I did consultation with a guy in Saudi Arabia today. 44 years, no child, he just driving truck in Saudi Arabia. He said he wants to come to Europe. I said, think about your future first. You need to put other areas of your life. You're not longer a baby. You get. So if you're going to abroad, you have to clock in another 10 years. That's you'll be 54 years. Yeah, you'll be 54 years before you can even enter flight and say that you're coming. So these are the things that you guys need to start exploring because it's better. It's better. If you're still watching me and you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. For members of this channel, I told you guys to come to the Telegram group. In the group, I attached it here. I'll still read comments. I'm comment section. I attached it here. And somebody is here. Somebody is angry here that I'm telling you guys to go and give birth. Somebody is angry. I don't blame people that are angry. It's our leaders that caused all these things. If our leaders were responsible, we will not be. In fact, where are you even going? If our leaders, like I said yesterday, Nigeria is one of, we have the best weather. We don't even have all this calamity, except sometimes we can have a flash of erosion, blah, blah, blah. That's it. But we don't have like what these Jamaicans, all this country, even US, we don't have that kind of weather calamity. Our country is so beautiful. It's just the leaders. And sometimes it breaks my heart. So guys, the the ball now is on your court. You need to start considering what you want to do for your future children. Okay? You need to consider how to help them. So the ball is on your court. If you're a member of this channel, remember like I have somebody here that is angry. Look at what he's saying. It's 99S. Why are you people so afraid of staying in your own country? Hmm. You know, I was in the church today. There's a woman that tried to make this reference. I laugh. I kept quiet. Okay. Now, who wear the shoe, no wear the pinch 'em. Okay. Your country cannot be fixed if you all keep running away from the problems. The UK shouldn't be giving foreigners UK passports. We have gotten it already. So there you all go again. The anchor, baby trick once again. Why you people is scam after scam to stay in people's country. No UK passport for foreigners. We know. It's time the UK send all of you scammers home. Okay? IL should be abolished. All scammers out of the UK. Hey! We don't blame these guys. We don't blame them. We are like at the end of nowhere, deserts. Like there's no any, like our elders are not seeing this thing as something. Okay, so it's all right because if your leaders are disrespecting uh, uh, us like this, so who are these people coming to say, hey, you shouldn't go to another person country to give birth to get citizenship, blah blah blah. Okay, so guys, You have to do what is best for you and your children. Okay. If you are a member of this group, I have said you should come to WTP. It's only one Ndokwe that is there. We have like up to 20 or I've forgotten members. I can't see you guys. Come to Telegram so we can add you and start dealing with the issues as time goes on. Okay. Then, if you have not paid for our tech training, guys, hurry up. On 30th is the D-Day. Okay. I need to take the questions now. If you have questions, you ask. Good evening, ma, from Lagos. Okay. Olalindo Mosi, how far? Where have you been? I've not seen you for a long time. Hamasitelati Kazim. How can I book appointments with you? Are you in Telegram? You can message me. If you message me, then I can now message me on Telegram. Check the link I pinned here or the link in the description box and phone number. Everything is there. Then you can get to me. Okay, Ace 99S, the UK cotton to your anchor baby trick. Okay, we know. Ace 99, we know, guys. Okay, we know. I think that's the question. San you all go home and fix your country. How would you feel if those scams are being done to your country? I would never sit back and allow anyone to hurt my content. Take up your grievances with your politicians. Okay, we will do that. As we are doing our best, we'll do that with our politician. Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know that. Okay, your country is like 200 and something, maybe 2000 something years. We are just 60 years or 65 or thereabouts. Okay, just give us time. Okay. Okay, guys, and if you have not subscribed, guys, can you subscribe and ignore anybody telling you all these things? That's what we get here. Like I always tell people, I don't blame these people, that we are coming to their country. I don't really blame them. They shouldn't even have any blames. We should hold our politicians. He lightly said it. We should hold our politicians in their ties and drag them. But then we can start doing what for our children while we are gearing up to face our politician. That's something that we cannot help. At the moment we start doing what we need to do to get that. Okay. Okay, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Ace 99S. It's nice coming to my channel today. Have a nice day. And so far, you are not doing anything illegal. That's the best thing that you need to look out for. But if they are doing something legal by the law, who are you to query them or question them? So it's up to you at the moment. So, guys, I will see you guys in Telegram for Schengen templates. I have shared it in Facebook. The link is in the group because in that group you can't copy something. I want you to copy it and go and now fix your information. I've shared it. The link is there on the listing. So whatever happens tomorrow, I will see you guys and have a very great day. And if you have not joined our members, we are trying to kickstart our things in Telegram. So join and send me a message if you have joined and proof and your name. I can check your name, then I'll bring you in. Okay. So guys, let's not be distracted. Let's focus. So guys, I will see you tomorrow. May God bless all of you. Bye bye.